everyone. My name is Amaku Thomas. I'm a legal practitioner based in Nigeria. I advocate for the rights of children and women and generally the vulnerable in our society. Today's focus is on women and girls. In this video, I'll be sharing insights on how the lack of legal protection for women and girls in Nigeria is a driver for violence against women in Nigeria. You're not guaranteed that if a certain thing happens and you report it to the authorities, this is the outcome. There are no guaranteed outcomes, no guaranteed remedies. The laws are so ambiguous such that it gives room for generous interpretations or subjective interpretations, as it were. This has led to a lack of trust in the criminal justice system. People no longer trust that if they report cases of violence against women or girls, that one, it will be taken seriously. Two, even if it's taken seriously, what is the guarantee that the law would it will be interpreted in a way that the perpetrator would be punished? There are no real remedies. There is no guarantee. Nothing is fixed. So nobody wants to go and report a case where there would be no results. It's time for us to wake up. This is a call to everyone, judges, lawyers, everyone in the administration of the criminal justice system. This is a call for us to wake up, to enact new laws, relatable laws that set out clear standards of punishment, standards. I like to talk about one thing, something that has always bugged me from when I learned of this, which leads me to the next point, that most of our laws condone violence against women. Yes, most of our laws allow these things to thrive. I'll give a classic example, which borders on rape. Honestly, I cannot understand and I will never understand why the concept of implied consent in marriage. This concept is to the effect that the moment you're married to a person, there is implied consent. What that means is that your partner can have carnal knowledge of you, and even when you have withdrawn consent and your partner goes ahead to have some form of intimacy with you or carnal knowledge of you, the law cannot classify that as rape. The law cannot classify that as a violation against the woman. This is not supposed to be so. There should be laws in place. There's nothing, I've never understood that concept. You shouldn't, if a person has withdrawn consent, that should be enough. So many people are being violated in their marriages, in their relationships, but these things go unreported. Nothing can even be done about it because there are no laws in place. So condoning it's in fact it is something it's a wake up call to every single one of us. The laws we have put in place in this country condone violence against women. Do we even talk about, should I even mention the fact that certain people are violated and they don't even know they are being violated because there are no stipulations in saner climes? People know what a violation entails. You know when you're being physically abused, you know when you're being emotionally abused, you know when you're being sexually abused, you know what violation is, and you know when a person is crossing the boundary. So if a person has crossed the boundary or is crossing the boundary, you know when to report it. But in Nigeria, it's not the case. People don't even know when they are being violated. And even when they are being violated, the law is not there. The instrument of the law is not there to protect them. This is something we should look at because these are the various things that act as drivers to the violation of women and children. We can learn from other territories in this country. I know that Nigeria has ratified certain international treaties that require action against the violation of women and girls. However, these laws have not been domesticated. These are things we should work on. These are things we should actually look into. Let's look into these laws we've ratified. Can we now inculcate them? Can we bring them into our national laws to help women and children feel safer? Every day, the statistics are really high. You hear 1 out of 3 women will be violated in their lifetime, not just by a stranger, someone close to them, a father, a brother, a husband, a friend, someone who is supposed to be protecting them, someone who is supposed to show them love. So there's more. There's a lot of work. We have our work cut out for us, and I'm hoping that the Nigerian legal system will wake up to make things better for women and children, for women and girls in Nigeria. Let's not forget to also mention the lack of protection for witnesses. There are people who would love to speak up against the violence against women in their community, in their neighborhoods, but these people are afraid to do so because there's no real protection for them. Witness protection is something we don't take seriously in Nigeria. How do I report something when I'm not sure that the authority or the police would be able to protect me against the oppressor, the predator? I could see that, oh, maybe my neighbor is beating his wife or something, but I can't report to the police because I'm not sure the police can protect me against him. What if he finds out that I actually lodged a complaint against him and then he tries to harm me in the process, probably even succeeds in harming me? These are issues that need to be looked into, the issue of witness protection. So a lot of people know what is going on, they know the bad going on, but they cannot report it because no one is guaranteed of real safety. You wouldn't want your family member to go out there and put their lives on the line. You hear in Nigeria, you hear things like mind your business, it's family problem. Don't worry, they will sort it out. But it continues, and the next thing you would hear is that that person is no longer alive. Domestic violence against women and girls has ended the lives of many, directly or indirectly. Directly, that is the violence resulting being the primary cause of death, and indirectly, the violence leading up to depression, anxiety, different mental health breakdowns, and eventually death. This is not something we should be sleeping on. So this campaign is calling on all stakeholders. Let's rise up. Let's lend our voices to make Nigeria and the global space a safe space for women and young girls to thrive. Till our next video, thank you very much.